Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your February reading. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We're going to be taking a look to see what messages need to come through for you guys for the month coming up. See what you guys could be currently dealing with, what you can expect, get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on for my beautiful Cancerians. I hope that you're doing well. And if you're interested, you want to follow me on my other social media. I do have Instagram and TikTok, so if you want to follow me over there, it is at Jadestone Tarot. And let's just jump right into this reading and see what messages Spirit has for you for the month of February 2022. See what you guys could be currently dealing with, what you can expect, and get some insight with some guidance, alright? Hope that this is a good month for us, Cancerians. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Rising, Venus. Holy, that flew quite far. And we have the Magician. Okay, Cancer. You are the master of your own reality. Okay, what are you trying to create? What masterpiece are you going to paint, Cancer? Let's see. Let's find out. Stay tuned. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Rising, Venus in February 2022. Okay, well, we have the Three of Wands and the Seven of Cups. You got a lot of options. You're like, I don't even know where to begin. I don't know what I want. I don't know where I'm headed. I feel a little bit confused. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Where do I even begin? There's just a lot on my mind, a lot on my plate. Feeling a little fuzzy, right? All right. That is okay because you just got to take some baby steps. Move slow, okay? Move slow. Let's see what else needs to come out for Cancer. The World backside. Okay. So there's a bit of a cycle going on here. We also have the Two of Pentacles backside, the Ten of Cups, the Page of Wands backside, and the King of Swords, all right? And there's your energy at the top of the deck. Cancerian energy with the Chariot, okay? Really just kind of similar to what I was saying in Taurus's read, is that you just got to get clear with your aim, whatever your focus is, whatever your target is, and then have that tunnel vision and just go for it. But right now it's kind of looking like, you know, you're dealing with some things from your past. You're trying to complete some unfinished cycles, unfinished business. We still are in Mercury retrograde for, you know, we have the post shadow effect in February, so there's still a little bit of that energy fading out of, you know, past things coming up for us to deal with, past things that are resurfacing, emotions, memories, experiences, relationships, you know, so there's a little bit of that energy coming up of like you guys working through certain cycles. We'll take a look into what this could be talking about and how you can overcome this, how you can like get out of this cycle, okay? Because I do feel like there's a little bit of like repetition going on here, or possibly falling back into old habits, old ways, old mindsets. And it's just making things a lot more confusing than they need to be. I feel like some of you could be actually overcomplicating things, or making life a lot more confusing than it needs to. Like, let's say that you're trying to make shortcuts. You're actually not making it shortcuts. You are making it a lot longer than what you actually needed to do in the first place, if that makes sense. Like, you thought it was going to be a shortcut. You thought it was going to be easier by cutting corners, but actually it was much more of a struggle. And now you're kind of like, shit, what do I do now? That's just like a message I'm picking up on. So you're weighing out some options. You have some choices to make, choices that are about your happiness, your values, the things that make you feel good mentally, emotionally, and even in your relationships. And so I do feel like you're juggling a lot this month, Cancer. I do feel like you're also trying to make sure everybody around you is happy and satisfied. But what about you, Cancer? What about you? I almost am picking up on the energy, like as if you could be putting everybody else first and leaving yourself last. Like, you're giving all your love, all your energy, all of your cup to everybody but yourself, and then you wonder why you're like, why do I always get the last drop? It's like, because you need to change your boundaries, Cancer. It is not your job to take on everybody else's responsibility. I know that you got a lot of love to give and that you want to just give support and help others in need when you can, but you have to put yourself as the first priority. You have to take your goals, your needs a little bit more seriously this month, and don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to stand your ground. Don't be afraid to have to, you know, be a little bit more logical than emotional. Like, yes, be there for your loved ones, be there for your family, give love when you can, but when your energy is depleted, when your cup is empty, how the hell are you going to help anybody else if you can't help yourself? So this is just a message for someone out there, or for a group of people who need this. Is like, you guys are being reminded to take care of yourself first, and others come second. Obviously, if you got children, if you got like, you know, a pet, a dog, a cat, a fish, whatever, birds to take care of, well, obviously you got to take care of them. But besides that, when it comes down to your relationships and your friendships and your partner, you have to put yourself first. It is not your responsibility to take on everybody else's crap, everybody else's emotions and issues and responsibilities. You gotta take care of your own shit. And then if you got room, if you got energy to give, let it flow, let that overflow. But I'm just picking up on the energy as if some of you have a lot on your plate, you have a lot that you're trying to juggle, and it's getting overwhelming because now you're confused, like, which cups are mine and which cups aren't mine. Like, you know, it's getting hella confusing, it's getting overwhelming, and then it's making you, instead of moving forward 5 steps, you're taking 5 steps backwards, and it's just super frustrating. So, it's about reevaluating your needs, your wants, your intentions, and coming up with some sort of plan, okay? Planning carefully. Now, of course, things sometimes come up that steer us off direction, the plan that we had for ourselves. That's like some divine intervention. But just have some set goals of what you want and why you want it. Don't really worry about the how or the if or the when. Just get clear with what and why. And that's what I was saying in Taurus's read. So maybe if you have any personal planets in Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, those placements in Taurus, you may want to listen to their reading, because I was saying some similar things for them. Okay, so maybe I know actually a couple Taurians with Cancer placements. Shout out to y'all, some of my friends. Anyways, yeah, getting clear with what you want so that you can go get it, because you have all that you need to make this shit happen. You have all that you need, all the tools, all the ingredients in front of you to go cook up a masterpiece. Now it's just about getting clear, like, okay, what am I doing here? What am I trying to create? What is it that I'm trying to bring to fruition? What seeds am I planting? What do I want my garden to grow? And where is it going to grow best? Right? Getting clear with your intentions and then taking the action. But meanwhile, you're juggling a lot of other things, responsibilities that may not even be yours to be juggling, right? I'm getting the energy of trying to make sure that there's balance, everything is fair, everybody's happy, especially when it's relating to like your family and friends, but especially family. But you kind of need to get clear with your priorities here, right? You need to prioritize your own priorities, Cancer, and put yourself first. And sometimes that's a hard thing to do. Sometimes that's like a cycle that you may struggle with. Maybe that's what you are currently kind of going through, is this transition from putting everybody else first to finally starting to putting yourself first. But yeah, so it's kind of like you guys are really needing to plant your foot firmly on the ground, and it's time to get serious. Time to get serious, Cancer. Because you are going to be heading to major big places, making moves, power moves. I'm kind of curious, underneath the Chariot, which is on the top of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands, okay? That's what you're moving towards, Cancer. But you got to just get clear with what you want, where you're headed, where you're going, come up with a plan so that you can be the most efficient, okay? Okay, so let's start doing a little bit of clarifying, Cancer. Let's first of all take a look into this world reversed, this kind of cycle that you may be in. Tell me the world reversed for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Tell me about the world reversed for Cancer in February 2022. Like, what needs to be wrapped up here? What needs to be, like, completed, or what do you need to cross here? Tell me about the world for Cancer in February 2022. Tell me about the world for Cancer. We have the Four of Swords reversed. There's a lot of like restlessness. Again, just feeling anxious, feeling like unsure. There's a lot of uncertainties. You're questioning yourself a lot. When you question yourself a lot, you start to have doubts. You could be confident about something, and then all of a sudden you start to question, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? And then the doubts start to creep in, and then you're like, oh, maybe I'm not sure. I don't really know. Now I'm doubting myself. It's like, don't doubt yourself, Cancer. You gotta start believing. 9 of Swords reverse coming out. Is the stack upside down? Nope. I am seeing that you guys are, it's a progress, it's progression, but you know, progress is not just like one way. It is not linear, right? It's not just like a straight line. Anyways, we have the moon. So you guys are really needing to go inward. I feel like this is subconscious behaviors that you're not even like really aware of, or it's like working through unlearning certain mindsets, this is definitely revolving just within you, Cancer. This is about you and the mind and the emotions, okay? With the moon representing your emotions, the subconscious, as well as the swords representing your thoughts. So 4 of Swords reverse with the 9 of Swords reverse. You guys are definitely getting better at controlling your thoughts and controlling your emotions, recognizing, okay, these thoughts, these fears that I'm experiencing, they may not actually be like the full truth about this actual situation. And so I do see like you have gotten better with times that really get you worked up. Like instead of being like this 9 of Swords in your head, like really anxious, really worried, really stressed, like to the point where you can't sleep, where you feel sick to your stomach and you can't seem to change your thoughts or change your focus, right? Because it's just on your mind. You're getting better at it. You're getting better at seeing through the illusions, through your fears, being able to see reality of the situation. But there's still some work that needs to be done here because the 4 of Swords is reversed. So you're not at peace. You're not just resting and recharging and just calming the mind and practicing mindfulness. You are probably practicing mindfulness for sure. But there's still room for growth here, okay? Because there is still a little bit of that restless energy, but nowhere near as it used to be. So that's really positive, you guys. I know the 9 of Swords came out reversed, but obviously before, in the past, this may have been, a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, even a couple years ago, you used to really, really struggle. You've gotten a lot better at handling your thoughts and your emotions. So fucking, props to you. Round of applause for you, Cancer, because that takes a lot of dedication. That takes a lot of work. That takes a lot of shadow work and, confronting your subconscious and, underlying thoughts and feelings that aren't so open and aware of, you really have to dig deep and sit with these thoughts and feelings to acknowledge them, right? So you've definitely gotten a lot better, but there still are some struggles. There still are some things that need to be addressed. There's still some things that you're working through. So that's kind of why we have the World coming out reversed. Is there's still a little bit of loose ends that need to be tied up, that need to be completed, crossed off the list, there's still a little bit of that energy that you are working through in February. So you're getting better at it. You will wrap this up in February. I do feel like you're going to experience major breakthroughs. But it's just requiring you to keep doing the work. Okay, keep that up. Keep your consistent effort. This is also Piscean energy, so you may be connecting with a Pisces. You may have Pisces in your chart. And we have the Devil reverse at the bottom of the deck. Capricorn energy. So like I said, you are getting stronger and you are overcoming these blockages and these, unhealthy, toxic ways of thinking, self-sabotage, having doubt within yourself, feeling like you're undeserving, feeling like you're not good enough, feeling like you're, comparing yourself to others. You guys are getting a lot better at not falling into that destructive behavior, destructive mindsets, but there's still a little bit of that energy lingering. Otherwise, the Devil wouldn't be showing up here. But I'm glad that it's reversed, which means that you're getting better at redirecting your thoughts. You're getting better at changing the way you perceive. You're getting better at handling your emotions, changing how you feel, because that is always a choice. You always have a choice with how you feel, what you give your energy to. We have the High High Priestess, right? This is all this shadow work. And the King of Cups reverse and the Five of Cups. So there may be some emotional times in February where you will feel a bit more moodier, a little bit more bitchier. That's okay. Let yourself feel what comes up. When I'm saying that you are learning to control your emotions, it's not like you are suppressing it and pushing it away and masking it. No, you're allowing yourself to feel what comes up. That's the only way. Not by thinking your feelings, but actually by feeling them, acknowledging them, letting it go, letting it out. Give yourself 5 minutes, 10 minutes, right? But then after, okay, let's move forward, because crying isn't going to, resolve the problems. Obviously, you got to cry to release that energy, or, you got to let it out some way, whether that's through talking to someone or journaling or just like, whatever that is, exercising, however you release your emotions, release your stress, your energy. But then you have like a time limit so that you're not in this energy for super, super long, because then, we'd be throwing ourselves little pity parties. It is hard to get out of that. So, having a limit and allowing yourself to feel them, but knowing when enough is enough, right? Because you got shit to do, Cancer. You got a life to create. You got a legacy to build. And so yeah, this is all like shadow work and internal work that you're doing with the High Priestess. This is representing, like, again, this all has to do with you, just you, yourself, me, myself, and I. That's like highly highlighted in February. Okay, we got more Piscean energy, just saying. So let's take a look into the Seven of Cups and see, like, why are you feeling overwhelmed? How can you break through this? How can you, like, get clarity or see? I love the Ace of Swords, as I say, get clarity. It's at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about these Seven of Cups for Cancer in February 2022. Go ahead, Seven of Cups for Cancer. How can Cancer see through the confusion? Again, you're kind of like, whose cups are these? Are these all mine? These responsibilities, is this just mine, or am I taking on everybody else's issues? Like, it's kind of overwhelming. You just gotta, I couldn't shuffle. You just gotta, like, lessen the load if possible. Or, like, just one cup at a time, right? Don't take it all on at once. Don't bite off more than you can chew, Cancer. Kind of these Seven of Cups for Cancer, Sun rising Venus in February. Okay, oh, wow. Double confirmation, Seven of Cups with the Seven of Cups. So y'all are really feeling it. You're like, I got a lot on my mind. I got a lot on my plate. I don't know whose cups is whose. Are these all mine? I don't know where to begin. I don't know what to choose. I don't know where to go. I have all these things I want to try out or give a chance to, but I don't know where to begin. Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. And then we have the Six of Cups reversed with the Eight of Cups. So you are also looking back at maybe like something that you may have left behind or walked away from. Something that is, we do have this past energy coming up here. But I'm not saying that, like, the past is coming back. None of that. I'm not picking up on that energy at all, Cancer. But I do feel like there is this energy where you had walked away from something, probably relating to an emotional situation or some sort of relationship connection that you left behind, right? And you have moved on from it, but there's still, like, this lack of not fully understanding, or there's still questions that you have. There's still answers that you would like to get, clarity that you are still trying to search for. I do feel like there's this energy of you guys looking back at some past times, which, again, Mercury retrograde, first half of February is still kind of playing out, is still bringing up things from the past. And so there is this energy of looking back at something that you walked away from or something that you left behind in your life that obviously was significant for you. And there are answers that you are searching for. There's still some sort of confusion you may feel, still kind of lingering. And so that could also be tying into this world reverse unfinished business kind of cycle coming out. And if we're talking about that, I do feel like whatever it is that you left behind, Cancer, you are healing from, but there's still answers you're trying to seek. And I also want to say that your intuition will guide you to the truth. Getting tongue-tied up here. Okay. Let me get my thoughts straight. Let me get my mouth straight, because my thoughts are straight in my head, but my mouth can't seem to catch up. Anyways, Oh wow, and we have the Chariot showing up again at the bottom. Your energy coming through, along with Temperance and the Sun and the Eight of Wands. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I see movement, Cancer. I see movement. So although you may not have the full clarity, the bigger picture of this situation, I do see that you are moving on. And you are getting more focused on like your goals, and you're taking action. I see that you were focusing on getting your healing, getting your balance here with Temperance, needing to be patient with yourself, also be compassionate when you look back at things from your past, whether it happened yesterday, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. I don't care how long ago in the past. The past is the past. 5 minutes ago was the past, right? But I feel like, when you do look back at past times, situations that maybe, you still feel a bit confused about, or sorry, I'm holding the wrong cards up, right? Where you're still feeling a little bit unsure, a little lost. To have patience with yourself. Don't get frustrated with yourself like, oh my god, I should be over this by now. Why is this still on my mind? Why am I still thinking about this situation, this person, this incident? Like, oh my god, get over it. Like, don't get angry with yourself. Be compassionate with yourself. Be patient with yourself. It takes time. And there's also that energy of, like I was saying at the beginning of the reading, how you were really needing to fill your cup up first and putting your priorities first, putting your needs first, Cancer, okay? When you do that, when you put yourself as that first priority, you really take care of what you need, Cancer, that's where you're going to find the most happiness, the most joy from within, because you're going after the things that fulfill you, the things that uplift you, the things that replenish your battery, and that's what's, charging you up so that you can go after even more of those things that continue to inspire, uplift you, and motivate you. So I am seeing that you guys will be feeling really motivated in February. You're going to be accomplishing a lot. You're going to be getting shit done. And you just need to find a balance, right? Needing to find the balance to rest, to take time out for you, knowing when to give to others, knowing when to retract your energy. It's all part of the process. It's all part of the whole progression. Like I said, there's some days where you're going to move forward 5 steps, and then there's some days where maybe you'll take a couple steps back. And maybe there's some days where you're not taking any steps forward or backwards. You're just kind of standing there. That's okay. Then there's going to be days where you're moving forward drastically. So it's just, part of the process. Let's take a look into the Magician and see what you're trying to manifest, or what it is that you're trying to bring in, Cancer. Alright, talking about the Magician for Cancer, summarizing this in February 2022. What is Cancer trying to bring in for February? We're trying to, create. My face is itchy because my hair was tickling my chin. Talking about the Magician for Cancer, summarizing Venus in February. We have the Nine of Wands. Stay determined. Stay focused. Keep that tunnel vision. We also have the Eight of Wands. Keep that tunnel vision. Two of Pentacles and find the balance. Double confirmation, right? We've had that come out twice now. Lots of double confirmation in this reading. Talking about the Magician for Cancer, summarizing Venus in February 2022. Okay, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, bottom of the deck, we do have the Emperor, the Four of Cups, and the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. So there's still a little bit of the energy of holding on to this situation where maybe you experience some sort of conflict or fallout with an individual. And underneath the Seven of Pentacles, this is kind of that contemplating energy of kind of thinking, pondering, ruminating on that past situation, because there's still that energy coming throughout February. We have the Devil reversed and the King of Cups reversed, which is what we talked about earlier, right? Allow your emotions to come up. Feel those emotions. Don't run away from them. Don't suppress it. Don't try to hide from it. Don't try to ignore them. Acknowledge them. And be mindful of, the thoughts that you have, and don't allow yourself to stay in that energy for very long. Otherwise, it can be pretty stagnating. It can really get you stuck. It's like quicksand, You have your foot in the quicksand, you can pull it out easily, but, if you don't get out quick enough, well, you're going to start to sink, and it's going to be really difficult to get out of that devilish energy, right? So just, move carefully. Anyways, I think that could be tying into what this Four of Pentacles is talking about, like how you could still be holding on a little bit, just a little bit, but there could be something that you're not fully seeing just right now, Cancer, but with time you will get clarity. And it's also, again, about your mindset of like, where are you directing your energy? Are you focusing on what you don't have? Are you focusing on the things that are out of your control? Or are you focusing on the things that are within your reach, within your control, things that you already have? Look around you, look at the abundance that surrounds you, Cancer. You are abundant. Don't overlook it, okay? You know, we tend to focus on whatever we focus on, we see. So if you're telling yourself, I feel like shit, then, you know, the way you're going to move about your day, you're just going to look at all the things that make you feel like shit. That's going to be your focus. You focus on things that you're grateful for. Well, then that day you're going to spend the day in gratitude. Right? It's, again, what you're focusing on is what you're going to be seeing in your day-to-day life. And with the Emperor coming out here is like, focus on the things that are within your control. Focus on the things that empower you, the things that make you feel good about yourself, the things that uplift you. About taking power moves, moving forward, instead of holding on tightly to, you know, certain mindsets, certain ways, certain things that you thought that were meant for you, things that you're like, it has to be. Like, sometimes the things that we really hold on to, the things that we really want, aren't actually meant for us. No matter like how bad we want it, some things just are not meant for us, and that there's something better. But we don't sometimes want to accept that. Sometimes we really want to resist that. Or like, let's just say, you know, you get a flat tire. Instead of just accepting it and being like, okay, I got a flat tire, you get super worked up about it because you're resisting. You're like, oh my God, I got a fucking flat tire. This day couldn't get any worse, right? And with that mindset, you're like, this day couldn't get any worse. Well, now you're just, again, that's how you're looking out in this world, saying like, what else can make my day worse? What else can make my day worse? Like, so you guys, you really got to be mindful of like what you're telling yourself, what you're manifesting, because we're clarifying the Magician out here, okay? Oh, and I don't need to put this card away, which is all about what your what you're manifesting, your mindset, and how your mindset plays a major role in the things that you're attracting, even in your day-to-day life. I'm not just talking about, you know, your dream job and your dream relationship and like all these seeds that you planted, but even just like throughout the day-to-day mundane moments of life, you know, is like literally what you focus on, you get more of. And how your thoughts really do reflect in your reality. So you gotta find the balance. You gotta find the fine line, Cancer. But to change kind of topics here a little bit. Not like changing topics, but whatever it is that you do want for yourself, Cancer. You are capable. And I am seeing that you are making lots of progress. Lots of momentum. You have to stay determined. You have to stay focused. You have to keep that tunnel vision. Okay? Because I say that you carry a lot of powerful potential. Just don't get in your own way. Let go of all your expectations and just allow, okay? Best to go in without any expectations. Just accept the best. Is there anything else I'm getting from this? I don't think so. Expect nothing but the best, okay? But let go of the grip a little bit, of the need to know, the need to have control over the outcome of situations. Especially if you're like, okay, well, I planned this for today, and universe is trying to cause delays or cancellations, but I'm going to keep forcing it because I cannot allow... What am I saying? Hold on. You know, lessen the grip a little bit. Surrender to the things that are out of your control. Don't hold on too tightly to your expectations. You know, have an open mind and be more free flowing, be more flexible. Okay? So anything that you could be holding back your potential, or again, like, you know, when it comes to your manifestations, you might reserve yourself. You may hold yourself back because of past experiences where you felt disappointed, where you felt like things didn't go the way that you planned or hoped for, and so there could be a bit of the energy of like holding yourself back because you're afraid that maybe this isn't going to work out, or maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe, you know, again, be mindful of those thoughts that you have, Cancer, because it really does shape the life that you live. Okay. Is there anything else that we need to look into? Besides that, I do feel like there's a lot of joyful times with loved ones, friends, family. Right, we do have that 10 of Cups coming out here. I do feel like you're going to have lots of good moments. Just remember to find the balance. I feel like February is a month of balance for you guys, and just needing to, you know, take your goals a little bit more seriously, see through the illusions, the things that you're telling yourself. I do feel like there's some things, again, from your past, whether recent or way back, but just trying to get clarity, uncovering a little bit more answers. But there's still a little bit of the need to let go of the control. Okay, let me wrap this up with oh my goodness. There we go. I almost dropped it back. Wrap this up with a couple animal oracle messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in February 2022. Any final thoughts for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in February 2022? What else does Cancer need to know, be mindful of, consider for Oh, light just flashed. Any final thoughts for Cancer in February? Okay, we have a card flipping out. What is it? The tarantula. So there are some choices that you have to make. All right. Obviously, with the 7 of Cups, you got a lot to choose from. And the whale. All right. And at the bottom, we do have the cosmic egg, energy of spirit. You guys are hella protected. And this does talk about completion of a cycle. So that is really positive. Whatever that you feel is unfinished, or you feel like, you know, you've been really struggling with momentum or moving forward, I do feel like there's that energy of like having breakthroughs this month. Okay. But these breakthroughs really determine on the choices that you make, and how your thoughts and your feelings do influence your choices. And the tarantula does talk about like your dharma, your life purpose, why you're here, the path that you're on. And if you're happy with where you're at, that's great. If you need to make adjustments, or if you need to turn around and go somewhere else, or try something else, or to do something else, then follow that instinct. Really need to follow your intuition. The tarantula is a very intuitive energy. It's fire, but it's extremely intuitive. And this is like a message that you guys definitely slow down a little bit. Take as long as you need to get your priorities straight and your thoughts straight and your intentions, your goals clear, right? Take as much time as you need. But then when you feel certain, when you feel ready, take that action, all right? Really pay attention to what your instincts are telling you, the vibes that you're picking up on, your intuition, especially with the whale. The whale is a very, very intuitive energy, which I'm not surprised, Cancer. You guys are extremely intuitive, ruled by the moon. But yeah, this month is asking you to dive deeper, like about your life purpose. Why are you here? What do you want to fulfill in this lifetime? What areas do you feel that could use a little bit more passion, a little bit more spunk, a little bit more fire, a little bit more motivation, a little bit more discipline? Like really diving deep and looking at the areas that you can improve, the areas where, you know, maybe you're needing a little bit more balance, maybe you're needing to set some boundaries a little bit more firmer, putting yourself first instead of being the one to people please all the time. It is not your job to make everybody happy, Cancer. You gotta take care of yourself first. Diving deep regarding, you know, things from your past, those emotions that are coming up, allowing yourself to ask those uncomfortable questions like, why do I feel this way? Asking yourself, like, what are you really wanting? You know, I'm just like going in circles, you guys, but that's just kind of like the energy in February. It's like a moment for you guys to really dig deeper below the surface, right? What's hiding in the depths, in the dark sea. And then you'll have some choices to make regarding that. But it's about like your life path and where you're headed. And I do feel like this will have a pretty significant influence on like where you're headed down in the future. So just keep that in mind. No big deal, but it is your future after all. I'm just kidding. But yeah, some important decisions to make, but just follow your gut, follow your instincts, and be flexible and surrender to what's out of your control. And you're going to be getting clarity. Your intuition will guide you to the truth. There is a lot of positive energy. but just kind of clearing up dead ends. It almost feels like clearing out all the shit before New Year. I know we had New Year, right? We're in 2022, but I mean, like, the astrological New Year, Aries season, which isn't too far ahead. We're in Aquarius season. We just started. We got then Pisces season, and then we starting fresh in Aries. So we got, like, kind of like 2 months left of the zodiac year that we're in before we start a new one. Anyway, so kind of like closing that out, those chapters. Yeah, so Cancer, that's what we got. We're going to leave this reading here. If you found this helpful or insightful, please let me know in the comments below. If you want to follow me on my other social media, I do have Instagram and TikTok, both at Jadestone Tarot. And I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I will talk to you in the next one. Take care.